And I recently read about something called a Welsh Cawl, which is typically a lamb-based soup, but I'm gonna make it totally vegan with a homemade mint sauce, and I hope it turns out good. Let's get to it. So the first step is to make the mint sauce. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to take fresh mint, and all of the other steps I've included in the description, but more or less you're going to add a little bit of vinegar, some sugar, to sort of let it cook and ferment and then set aside. To a large soup pot, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I'm using my Dutch oven because I really enjoy making soups in Dutch ovens. Add 3 minced garlic cloves in addition to 1 cleaned leek. You want to make sure it's thoroughly rinsed, as it can hold a lot of dirt within the crevices of the vegetable, and add 2 celery sticks. Mine are frozen because I had some frozen, but use fresh if that's easier. In addition, we're going to add our root vegetables: 3 large carrots, 2 sweet potatoes, and 1 large rutabaga. I chose to keep the skin on everything for extra fiber and nutrients. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of fine black pepper in addition to half a teaspoon of salt. Give the vegetables a really nice mix. You want them to cook sort of substantially and brown in that olive oil, so cook them down for about 10 minutes until you notice that the vegetables are getting some color, and then continue to the next steps. The rest of the recipe is pretty straightforward. We're going to add our mint sauce, which again, I will leave all of the instructions in the description. This is just a classic addition to this stew, and 1 heaping tablespoon of sticky marmite. You can also use miso paste, but marmite seemed more conventional as this is from the UK, obviously from the Welsh region. Give everything a really nice good stir and let the vegetables sort of absorb that flavor. Now at 8 cups of veggie broth, homemade or store-bought, whatever you prefer, you can add a little bit more liquid, and then boil then simmer for 30 minutes until the rutabaga specifically is completely cooked. This vegetable can take a while to cook, and you want it to be really nice and tender, so be sure to check after those 30 minutes. Add 2 cups of cooked navy beans or cannellini beans, and then add 6 to 7 cups of chopped dino kale in addition to a 4th cup of chopped fresh parsley. And for balance, we're going to add the juice from 2 to 3 lemons and just a little bit of lemon rind that you will then discard. But you do want the lemon rinds to be in the stew for about 10 minutes to stew and give that lemony flavor and give it all a good mix. You can add more veggie broth if you want more broth in your stew. You can add less, whatever you prefer. At this point, you can serve it up. I like to serve it with a crusty side of sourdough bread. If you're looking for sourdough bread recipes, you can find some on my channel. And that's basically it. Be sure to subscribe, guys, for weekly videos every Friday and daily shorts. See you next time.